All right, y'all, check this out. Here is a clip of Gedaliah, captain in IUIC, and we're going to see how they depend so much upon their own misreading of the King James Version to get to their theology. If they decided to do just a little bit of research into what this text actually says, they would understand it doesn't mean what they say. But they don't care about the truth. They don't care about research. They want their members, they want their people that are following them and giving them money so that they can travel around the world on these trips and preach to people.
Don't do that. Joel 2:27. He deliberately left a part out that I showed in the script in the video. And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, and that I am the Lord your God, and none else. I am the Lord your God, and none else. He's only the God of the Israelites.
So that's his argument. Joel 2:27 says that he's only the God of Israel. But that's not what the text says at all. And here's a video I made not very long ago on this very verse that depends not upon my own reasoning, but upon the Hebrew scholarship and what it means in this text. So a simple reading of this text makes it clear that he is the God of Israel. There is no other that is their God. And yet for some reason, one Westers have completely misread this text, and they think it's saying that he is the God of Israel and not the God of anyone else. Now this is very problematic because when we look in Jeremiah, we find something very different. Jeremiah 32:27 says, "Behold, I am the Lord, the God of all flesh. Is anything too difficult for me?" So how could it be that he is only the God of Israel and yet somehow the God of all flesh? Well, the answer is simply that it does not mean he is only the God of Israel. If one simply goes into the Blue Letter Bible and goes to the Hebrew word od, which means else, we can see what the meaning is. We pivot from here into Brown, Driver, and Briggs' Hebrew Lexicon. We go down towards the end of section 1 here, and it says, "There is none else besides." And there's a series of texts that are listed that include Joel 2:27. So to settle the matter of what this means, we'll simply look at all these other texts and see what it means in these texts. Does it mean that he is only the God of Israel or that he is the only God? Deuteronomy 4:39. "Know therefore this day, and consider it in thine heart, that the Lord, he is God in heaven above, and upon the earth beneath. There is none else." He is the only one that is God of heaven above and earth beneath. In Deuteronomy 4:35 we read, "Unto thee it was showed that thou mightest know that the Lord, he is God, and there is none else beside him." 1 Kings 8:60, "That all the people of the earth may know that the Lord is God, and there is none else." He is the one who is God, nobody else. Isaiah 45:5, "I am the Lord, and there is none else. There is no God besides me." There is no one else means only he is the Lord. Verse 6, "That they may know from the rising of the sun and from the west, that there is none besides me. I am the Lord, and there is none else." Verse 14, "Thus saith the Lord, the labor of Egypt and the merchandise of Ethiopia and of the Sabaeans, men of stature, shall come over unto thee, and they shall be thine. They shall come after thee. In chains they shall come over, and they shall fall down unto thee. They shall make supplication unto thee, saying, Surely God is in thee, and there is none else. There is no God." 45:18, "For thus saith the Lord that created the heavens, God himself that formed the earth and made it. He hath established it. He created it not in vain. He formed it to be inhabited. I am the Lord, and there is none else." Verse 22, "Look unto me, and be ye saved, all the ends of the earth, for I am God, and there is none else." Verse 21, we'll drop down to the end here for the sake of time. "I am the Lord, and there is no God else besides me, a just God and a Savior, and there is none besides me." 46:9, Remember the former things of old, for I am God and there is none else. I am God and there is none like me. We could keep going, but the meaning is abundantly clear. When God says that there is none else, it is not saying that there is not someone else he is not the God of. Rather, it's saying that he is the only God. So when it says, I am the Lord your God and there is none else, that means there is no other God. That's how this text has always been understood. It was never thought to mean anything to the contrary, but Hebrew Israelites have tried to hijack it to change the meaning. That's actually quite absurd when we think about it, because God has clearly been the God of others throughout history. Was he not the God of Abel? Was he not the God of Noah? He was. He will always be the God of others because he is the God of all flesh.